Oh shit, you're right. Wait, does it actually say that? Does it actually say that? It does. I'll give you a sneak peek at something I'll never share again. You guys want a little sneak peek into something secretive? I've got this Google Docs. It's called Purple Plancet. Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? Within this, I'm looking if there's a way I can do this without like messing everything up. Yeah, we can do it like this. I don't know what if I can show all of this, but in here is basically every idea I've ever had for streams and/or titles, descriptions, whatever. And it's been quite an interesting experience to put everything in like that. I mean, also like, cause I'm a little weird, right? I'm a little old school. So when starting this whole project, there's like an entire reasoning as to why I'm doing this. It's all written down. So if you actually read the opening, you can like screenshot, go back, whatever. I'll read it to you. I put this. This is what I wrote. What's the goal? I want to make content online and make it maybe my job, probably not though. I want to have a social learning experience in the style of René's class, which is old composition teacher I had. A place where I'm completely honest in what amount of money I'd be making and I'd need to be able to make it viable, how much money I'm living on, and my goals for the channel. The idea of extreme transparency is something, to me at least, very interesting and unlike something I've seen before on the internet. A vlog would be posted every month about the progress, how much fewer subscribers we've gained, but also what can be improved, how to deal with certain comments or videos doing better or worse than expected. The idea of social learning could go further by trying out new things on stream, learning how to program live, working from books or tutorials online, maybe even learning new instruments live. Next to this, most of the content will be gaming related, divided into solo and or duo or more. And then it's just a fuck ton of streams ideas that I thought would be funny. So what's in here? Solo streams, TF2, CS2, World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Binding of Isaac, completionist streams including Payday 3, Hitman Trilogy, music, and a self-learning stream yet to be filled in. TF2, CS2, PUBG, Minecraft, Binding of Isaac, and new dumb games for reviews, sessions, think Fallout 76, or teaching someone World of Warcraft, or gaming with your wife, could be fun experiments on stream. There we go. That's my own introduction for myself on why I'm streaming. Isn't that insane? I actually put like. Great idea, writing down stuff is great idea. I should do that for mine. I kinda gotta. Well, yeah, like really do it. I mean, I won't say how and what, but I'm working on a project right now, and I'll go nowhere without. What is it? This little book. This little book. I'll get a new one of these every so often, and I just write down everything I'm thinking about. So a lot of it is sheet music, but like. And apparently some art my wife has been doing. Let's see, do we have any interesting music theory in here? Oh, I think I'm on the wrong end. I'm on the wrong end. Let's see. So we're talking. Okay, so this is a discussion I'm having. This is very. Do we want the music theory I wrote down? Alright, it is an interesting topic, but it goes quite deep into music theory. Not quite, you guys won't understand this, wait, I'll explain it, it's fun, why not? So the theory I'm talking about in the thing is the following. Wait, let me get up my keyboard, so I can play this for you guys to kind of make sense of this. Because I think you'll need the interface for this. So I'm loading up Ableton, which will take a second, but It is what it is. So, music is divided in, like, or at least let's talk it in a different way. Music is built up out of this effect of push and pull. Without push and pull, there isn't music, right? At least there isn't engaging music. What do we mean with that? Well, what we mean with that is that either harmonies or melodies are built in such a way that they lean into the next bit, right? They are suspended to go to the next part. They are, you know, there's movement in there. My favorite definition of all time from music came from a great jazz history teacher who said, music is movement. Simple as it is. Music is movement. You can take that literally, of course. Hey, if we're talking science-wise, it's the movement of the air. We can also take that within the music theory itself. It is music that's moving from one point to the other one. Conflict and resolution, exactly. So let's see if I can make this work. I don't think you guys are hearing that yet, because I don't have this equipped. Go to a local IP. Are you guys hitting the piano? I make it a little bit more harsh. Cool. So what I'm talking about in that little segment is this idea that within that push and pull effect, there are some very basic chords that we use. If we think in the scale of C major, which is all the white keys, there are the three most important chords are the first, the fourth, and the fifth. The first being C, that is our home. That is what we want to be at when we start and where we want to go when we end. Of course, not always, but most of the time we do. So let's say that's our C major, right? Cool, cool, cool. That's sweet, it's nice, that's home. Then we have our F major, also known as a subdominant. And that goes back to, see, it has this push. If you go, it wants to go there. We have one that's even stronger in that pulling effect, which is the G chord, the 5, the dominant, we call it. Yeah, it's the root, exactly. So if we play that, for example, the most famous way you can think of that root or that C chord towards the dominant is this sound right here. That is 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5, right? Because if you end like this, right? You wanted that end. In your head, you were already singing that note, or you were already thinking of that note. You were already listening, right? You already heard it. That's how strong that push and pull is. Same with this. There you go, right? You still hear that. Fuck, I fucked it up. There you go. So that pushes towards that note. Anyways, so what I'm talking about is that if you, in jazz, we use something which is 2-5-1s. Everybody knows, at least within jazz. Sorry, I shouldn't say everybody knows. That happens in almost every chord progression. That's just 2-5, 2-5, bro. It's just repeating that over and over again. So one of the ways you can do that is by doing this. Actually, this might be a little difficult, but... Right? That bass line, what you're doing is you're playing a C major, then you're raising the root, only that first note, which is a C, to a C sharp. Now you get this chord. And the interesting thing about that chord is that if you look at it, it is actually another chord. It's not a C sharp diminished, you can call it that. But if you put an A underneath that, you get an A7. which results in a D minor, which results in a D, E flat diminished. Basically, what this means, to not wind on too long about this, is that I found that very boring. Because all the musicals are doing that. There's a great song. One of my favorite blues pieces of all time is one by I don't know if it is by him, I'll be honest, but Sammy Davis Jr. definitely became famous with it, or at least made the song famous, which is this. Right? I heard the trees and a breeze singing weird melodies, and they made that part of the blues. Anyways, so all the music is doing that. It's either doing this or it's doing this. Those two are the same. If we're just speaking harmony-wise, those two are basically the same. So I wanted to find new ways of playing that without it being that. Right, it's that, basically. Right, because it just, yeah, that just annoyed me. So it's talking about shit like that. Those are the boring conversations I talk with myself about. If you say Japanese things, I need the translation as well, buddy. I'm interested in what you say, but I can't. I don't understand. I'm not that smart. Alright, let me get... Very nice. Ah, thank you. Let's get into the game, actually. Before this is one of those streams where I never touch the game, and we just isn't it? It is. Let's see, does this work? Holy shit, and we're in. This one isn't live. This is live now. Okay, there we go. I'll be honest, it has been quite a while since I've played, and I don't remember what we were doing. So I need I'll be honest, I need a moment here to recuperate. I think what I said I would do on the last stream was, I think I said I would go back to Brill, which I guess we'll start with that. Oh man, but yeah, music, I've said it before, I don't think... I'm one of those guys who says, like, you need to know the rules before you break the rules. And with music, I half agree with that statement. I think it's fun to... I think it's, like, you have to see it as tools in a toolkit, right? Don't be like, I need to know music theory. Be like, music theory can help me make better shit. You know, like I said, I studied composition, and the only thing you talk about isn't music theory. It is what music theory do you need to create or put the ideas that you have in your mind on the sheet music. Let me put this up a little bit. Wait, is that now in the thing? Or is that all? Because I have 4 separate windows open for every like type of stream. So there's a YouTube, Twitch, TikTok open. All my windows are this small, so I can't see anything I'm actually doing. To know them so you can bend them, exactly. Yeah, and also like don't be afraid to experiment with the rules. Don't be afraid to break them, right? Even when learning them, it can be very useful to change them up, you know? What levels are these harpies right here, actually? Let me check, because if we can do these harpy quests... The level 7, we can do that easily. You'd be surprised, but since the last the last video, I've been playing the new Warcraft. Of course, it's in the.
What's up?
Oh wait, I'm doing lore. I forgot we're doing lore. It's been a week. I'm Reslak, one of Gaslow's boys. Boss sent me to help the orcs here in Duratar. Things have been going good except for the caravans. Can't imagine to keep them safe. Makes my job a little harder, you know. The last shipment they promised I'd get through was snatched by Dustwind. Harpies of, where was it? Razorwind Canyon? I gotta have those supplies.
Be good.
I just need supplies. I figured out how to use power chords in the piano. I think I spoke this earlier, about this a little bit earlier on stream. I am not a good guitar player. I really enjoy playing guitar. I'm really bad at it. I've always been more leaning towards piano. Actually, funny story. What was it? 2 days ago, I had a concert on the upright bass. I do play upright bass and bass still a lot. Wait, let me turn that way down. I can't hear myself breathe. Can't hear myself breathe. I think that's alright. I can't hear myself think. That's more a problem. They are also here for supplies. But sometimes it's a shame, because shit like power chords and whatever, they do especially sound good in guitar now. Oh, I thought he was going for it. Holy shit. Hello, Purple. Hello, Adeli. Am I saying it correct, Adeli? How's your day going? I hope good. I hope good. What I've started to like a lot about streaming is that I have the feeling like I'm getting to know you guys, right? There's like a close enough knit community that like I'm like, oh yeah, well you talked about touching some grass, you know, yesterday, and of course Reagan is talking about a lot of anime and a lot of Japanese shit. I know, I just think it's interesting, and he has his projects, he's talking about making YouTube videos and whatever. So it's like fun for me to kind of start to learn about you guys. I'm still learning guitar. I didn't have the high E string for a while. Oh, I'll show you something. First guitar. This one is missing the E string, the high E string, as you can see. And then, trust me on this one, this is a separate guitar. They look almost identical. This one is missing an E string as well. I don't know what's up with high E strings, but they just keep breaking on me. And I got so annoyed by it, this is no joke, I got so annoyed by it that I bowed and I bought like a quite expensive guitar. I was like, I want a guitar that doesn't, because these other two aren't as good. So I finally have like a quality guitar. I only play shitty music on it. Yeah, you're pronouncing it correctly. My day is going good. Just chilling at home, drinking tea. Holy shit. What a vibe. Just drinking some tea. Oh man. I love tea. That sounds like such a basic bitch thing to say. One-on-one, just agree with everything. I agree, I like tea. No, tea is... I'm a coffee drinker. Well, my coffee machine... Well, I have 3 coffee machines, but they're all like... I used to have this coffee machine, which was incredible. It was really expensive, but it was one where you would just put the beans in there, and it would crush it itself, and then you'd have fresh coffee. Like, all you had to do was press a button, and you had coffee. Beautiful, amazing, immaculate. That one broke. It was way too expensive to replace because I got it from, I believe, my father at the time. So I now have like 3 coffee makers, but they're all like they take too much time, right? Because you have to do the beans yourself. With one you have to do the little Nescafe things, which cost like 7 million bucks. I've stopped drinking coffee. I've mainly gone to you know, like energy drinks, which is terrible, by the way. I had raspberry bacon matcha. Holy shit, that might be some of the worst. I don't know how that can be good. Do you guys remember when people just had bacon everything? Like the early 2010s or something? When everything was about bacon? You had like bacon toothpaste and shit like that? I think the meme from bacon has gone away a little bit. I love coffee, but drinking it in this hour makes it hard to sleep. True. True. I mean, I'm one of those guys where like, when I was younger...
Time is money, friend. Have a good one.
Well, I don't know if we can do this quest. Gessler told me once, Rezyak, there's one thing you need to know in life. And that is, well, if you want to something done well, do it yourself. I can't deal with losing all our caravan, so I'm just going to take matter into my own hands. Okay,
Keep
cool.
it real.
We can do this. We'll do it, we'll do it. Like, I'm one of those guys, I'm gonna say the cringe thing, when I was younger, and I drank like Red Bulls and shit. Well, first of all, I only was allowed Red Bulls when we were on like holidays, when it was vacation. And then I would drink Red Bull, and my dad would drink Red Bull as well, and I became relaxed because of it. Maybe it's like this childish thing where it's like I got what I wanted, so now I relax, you know, it pieces me out. In any case, nowadays, I'm at the age where if I have more than like 4 Red Bulls in a day, I can feel my heart like clogging up and dying. I have the same with any fizzy drink, I'll be honest. It's like if I drink fizzy drinks, it's like I feel it in my stomach. I can't drink Coke anymore. Red Bull and bacon. Not gonna lie, that was my breakfast this morning. Hey, we got a group. Unironically, that was my, like, if you don't believe me, my morning food is always bacon. It used to be bacon and egg, and now it has just become a few pieces of bacon and a Red Bull. And then me wanting cigarettes, but not allowing myself to smoke cigarettes anymore. But that was the good life. Oh, we're in a 5-man group. It's actually insane. I mean, if it gets done faster, it gets done faster. I don't know. It's just that in the morning I'm not a good starter. Like, I was talking to my partner about this, that like the one thing I don't understand is like when we're afraid of like being late for something, like, oh, we need to wake up for an early meeting, we both have different systems. So I'm so nervous about being late that I'll wake up 2 hours earlier. So when I went to work, right, in my 9 to 5, I would wake up at 5 even though I only had to leave at around 7. Because I needed the startup. I needed to know that I would be ready, you know, I would be there and I would be mentally there. My partner just says, well, I'll get up quicker. So when normally she takes like an hour, she'll be like, yeah, but I have an extra early meeting, so I'll just have 30 minutes to start my day off. If you have more fatty foods, the caffeine shouldn't be as big of a problem. Fair enough. Fair enough. But that's the thing. I don't know if you guys do kilograms where you guys are from, but to give you an idea of how incredibly skinny I am, I'm 59 kilos. And I'm 190 in height. I'm a tall guy. I'm a very skinny guy. Like when the wind blows hard, I fall over. We're at that level. No, but like, not that it's a problem, but like with shit like this, like caffeine, it is a problem because it's just gonna crack me up. It's too much. Someone's gonna go for the chest. They're both going for the chest. Not even rolling on it. Imagine.
I need to get closer.
I don't know why I'm throwing and I'm not knifing anything. I don't know, guys. I think caffeine bad, I guess. Only the deepest of deepest comments. I don't know. It's like it's an enhancer, right? I think you should. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Oh my god, a guy's gonna die. Please say he's gonna die. I don't want to heal him. He died. Am I bad? I don't think I could have done anything there. I don't understand how we have 5 guys and a guy dies. He went offline. I don't think I've ever seen someone die in front of my face. Well, that's... At least, you know, look on the bright side. He died at like level 10. So... 11. He died at level 11, which is basically our level at the minute. So it could have been worse. Like, that's a few hours. I mean, I would check my /played on here. 6 hours and 26 minutes, but then also I've been streaming and it's just been going slow because I've been streaming. Oh, don't forget people, it's hardcore. If you die, you die, you lose your character. If you die in the game, you die in real life. But I do love that none of them did anything. I mean, I think I was fighting someone, right? That's why I didn't react. Maybe I just didn't react because I'm an asshole. Actually, I literally think I said, oh my god, he's gonna die, I'm not gonna take the target. Let's forget about that. Let's pretend that I was the nice guy here and I actually did try. Caffeine uses a lot of calories. I mean, I have actually been drumming on the new drum kit. Like an insane amount. Like, it's been the best workout I've ever had. It's really healthy, just drum for an hour every day. It's just been a blast. That's why I'm still wearing my wedding ring around my neck, because I keep... When I wear it, it's the perfect shape, whereas when I wear it and I drum with it, it will make my finger bleed, because it pinches into it. Oh, good people. But now I'm debating if we should also do these quests now. But we're already here. No, we'll go. We're gonna be like level 12 already at this point, which is insane. Actually crazy. .30 minutes and we already got our first level up.
Be good.
Thank you very much. Oh. But yeah, I'm just so relaxed now. It's always like you go into one of those monologues and then suddenly, like when you're kind of done with a monologue, it just zen. I'm a little confused as to why our thing oh, we're gonna miss that zeppelin, aren't we? Oh, that's gonna be a long wait. Don't do it. Yeah, it's leaving. Still my piano though. We will survive. It is actually a lot of fun. The worst thing about it is that I've been playing all of the I've been playing all of the eras that are online at the minute, and it's not been healthy. I mean, I'll give you an idea. No, I don't think I can actually. I don't think I can open it twice. But I mean, I've been playing the newest expansion, and I think it's still pretty poor. But that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. It just hasn't been for me. It's just a different way of playing the game. They basically, to give you an idea of why World of Warcraft kind of failed, I want to say, is also let me change the little banner thing because someone pointed out that it was wrong. Why World of Warcraft kind of failed in my eyes is because what they did is they kept making characters stronger and stronger to the point where it kind of became unbelievable. Wait. There we go. Banner is saved. So they needed a new way for people to get armor within the game and weapons in the game, like gear in the game. So what they came up with was a system called Mythic Plus, which basically meant that you could grind with other people. You could grind dungeons and which take like 20 minutes each, and get like randomized loot in a sense. Which already, okay, if your whole system is based on randomly getting loot and then praying to God that it's the right piece, that's already pretty shit. Then they made it so they did that, which was terrible. And then afterwards they decided, yeah, but this kind of sucks because the way this now works is unfriendly to people who are starting halfway through an expansion, right? Because then all the people that started at the expansion and have already been grinding all this time, they already have the best gear. So all these guys at the end that just want to hop in, they don't have that good gear. So I decided, they decided, I didn't decide, they decided, we'll make something like a mechanic which is like catch-up gear. And I know this has been in the game since like basically World of Warcraft Classic, but it became really apparent with the Mythic system. So basically, when the second patch of the expansion came out, they would basically allow every character to just get pretty good gear by just basically logging in. So I remembered when Shadowlands was out, I played for a solid like 2 months, and I grinded my ass off, maybe even more, maybe like 4 months or something. And then my sister, believe it or not, said, you know what? I'll play as well. Downloaded the game, installed the game, played for less than a month, had better gear than me. By luck, by catch-up gear, whatever. Making those 4 months that I spent grinding the fucking game feel like worthless. They just were worthless. And that's when I decided, I'll play this expansion and I'll play again. It's a good time sink. It's good if you don't have anything to do, but it's like all the progression is meaningless. And that's why people like Classic, because there is a clear like path to success. And there's a clear path to like, this is the best gear you can get. By the way, we're waiting on the sapling. That's why have I played any of the Halo games? I'll be honest. This is gonna piss some people off. So my first console was a SNES. Then we had the, what is it? The GameCube, PlayStation 2. We had so we were always PlayStation. We were always on board with the PlayStation. Especially when the PlayStation 3 came out, because you could like play movies on it. So I'm sad to announce that no, I haven't really played any of the Halo games. I've played them at like my friend's house, but I've never played them myself, like diehard play them. Which I always think has been like a shame, because they look really fun. But yeah, it's just because it's an Xbox exclusive and I was PlayStation. And then, you know, I became 4 and I thought, what the fuck am I doing with consoles? Let's buy a computer and play games on PC Master Race. And since then I've been playing on a PC, because it's just better. But yeah, no, there was like definitely like the only reason to buy an Xbox at that point was Halo, and it wasn't enough. If you looked at the PlayStation at the time. So that's my story. I like, yeah. It's been quite interesting. All the stream announcements work. I'm so happy that I have like a Discord bot that pops up whenever there's a thing. I uploaded some shorts and I don't understand, like, they work. I guess I understand that part of it. I think the part I don't understand, when I bought this Hello game collection, I played for hours, it's so relaxing. I can imagine that. I mean, the last game I've played and truly relaxed with has been Red Dead Redemption 2. I know I've told that story a million times, but I'm gonna tell it again. My computer broke with all of my music on it, so I decided I need something to take my mind off it. So I decided I'm not gonna do any work, I'm not gonna do any composing for like 2 weeks, you know, because I knew also, like, after those weeks I started a big project, so I also had those 2 weeks free. I said I'm not gonna do any music, I'm just gonna play Red Dead Redemption 2 because I had never played it. Best experience of my life. I got a tattoo because of it. I always call it a Red Dead Redemption tattoo. It isn't a Red Dead Redemption tattoo, but it's a little frog. I don't think I can show it. I don't think my thing goes high enough. It's a little frog with on top of it a little cowboy. Like, it's a little cowboy frog. I can't explain. What DAW do you use? This is all in Ableton. Because I refuse to work with iOS. I am one of those people within the art industry who despises everything Apple makes. I know I'm one of the only ones. Everyone I know has always been using Mac. It's fine. I just can't work with it. I think it's too limiting. So I've always used Windows, and then yeah, just Ableton Live, because it's incredible for live performances. I mean, it really depends. I'm not one of those people who's like a diehard, let's say, you need to use this or you need to use that. I think people who are like pissy on what DAW you can or cannot use need to shut up. The Agamemnon family was the most prosperous family in Tirisfal Glades. I used to work their mills before the plague. When the scourge first came, the Agamemnons fortified their home and convinced those in their employ to remain and help them defend. We were fools, but at least we were loyal fools. The Agamemnons in their pride doomed us to undeath. And now they are minions of the scourge. Serve the Forsaken by defeating the Agamemnons who fell by the plague. Serve me by bringing their remains. Devlin Agamemnon was the younger of 2 sons in the Agamemnon family. And in life, the two could not be more different. Dermon was tall and gentle, while his younger brother was weak and sharp-tongued. When Agamemnon mills fell to the plague, I was not surprised to hear that Devlin was quick to succumb. His mad chattering can still be heard near the road leading to the Agamemnon mills. I'm collecting the remains of Agamemnon, and I want poor Devlin. Find him, destroy him, and bring me his bones. Will do, you lovely bastard. Do you recommend Ableton? I'm using Reaper. Now I know Ableton is easier for MIDI digital instruments. Listen,
Speak quickly.
I basically, the only thing I'm interested in within music is how does it handle MIDI, like, and automation, and it does it really well.
Watch your back.
So that's basically, yeah. That's the only thing I truly care about, and what I wanted to do, it does. But I think everything is there, like, niches, right? If we're talking about shit like soundscaping, maybe even shit like movie scoring, I think Ableton is really good. Alright. If you're talking about something like that, it's really good. If we're talking about something like, if you want to create beats, like honestly, if you just want to create beats, you use Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops is still good. Fruity Loops is still a good fucking place to be at. Like, I think you can't underestimate it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Fruity Loops is like for, you know, people that are starting out. I don't agree with it. I have one friend, a very good friend, who only uses Fruity Loops, and he makes some of the most crazy beats like I've ever heard. At the end of the day, I'll be honest, as long as you master any one of them, you're gonna make good music. It's just when you get to those specific edge cases, like I want to create, let's say, soundscape music. Well, then Ableton Live might be interesting. And you want to make beats, try out FL Studio. I was saying that like it's easy, but yeah, I mean, and the best thing you can do is just look at a few tutorials and just see, like, is this interesting to you? Like, does it make sense where everything is, right? Does it make sense where the audio layout is? Yeah, but Fruity Loops is so expensive. I don't know where if it's worth it. All of them are expensive. That's their business strategy. I mean, when I came to the conservatory, right, I was a good boy. I paid for everything. I bought all of the programs legally. And then I had a friend of mine email me like a picture of a pirate ship saying, come aboard. And it basically linked to like 400 of the best like plugins you'll ever use. My honest opinion is the following. And you can hate me for saying this, and I'm gonna piss people off by saying this. If you don't make money or are planning to make money off the program, use it. Just find a way to get it and use it. For free, that is. And go with your little pirate ship and get it. If you are planning to make money off it, or you are making money with your music, pay for it. As easy as that. That's been my rule of thumb. The moment I made money, I started paying for the plugins that I maybe had acquired, maybe not that legally. This is probably like against well, level 12. It's probably against like Twitch TOS. But that's alright. And YouTube. And TikTok. But I still agree. And I just, if you're interested, what I mainly use is the contact library, because I just think it's good. And also, I have a huge contact MIDI keyboard. So it didn't make sense to go and get anything else. These are level 6. Okay, I thought these were gonna be a lot higher, I'll be honest. Because I pushed it all the way out to Durotar. Because I was like, oh, I'm a little scared, you know. I gotta take this slow, it's hardcore, you know. It turned out to be a mistake. I should have just enjoyed it. I mean, it is like so this quest is basically like we're getting rid of like a very well-to-do family within this zone that have all become like zombies and skeletons, whatever. And it's the most epic quest ever. It feels truly like legendary. I don't know if it's just me that I've always played a Forsaken, but it truly feels like, holy shit, every time you go into the crypt and you start killing them. I think it's also the first like very scary quest where there's like a chance you'll die because there's a lot of enemies. I know FL Studio, I use that since 15, but in demo you can't save projects, and that's the main issue. Alright, that's quite problematic. Yeah, what I said, come aboard, matey. figured out a way to get it. Because I think it is quite expensive. And if you have to choose one, once again, like what, it depends on what you want to make. I'm sorry to fall back on that, but it really depends on that. I look at tutorials, and then maybe try and find the commitment, if you can't find it any other way, to pay for it. Then you have to know what you like, what you want to do. Wait. Alright. In any case. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Oh, FL Studio. Man, I've had fun. FL Studio was my first as well. It was incredibly fun. And it's one of those things where even when I switched to Ableton, for some projects I had running, I would still fall back on FL Studio because I just knew the layout that much better. And I think it's like a sunken cost fallacy, you know, if you've been using one type of program and there is one that's newer, is better, whatever, there's like this thing where you don't kind of want to switch because you have to learn everything again. I very much noticed when it comes to sheet music notation that I grew up using Sibelius, which basically hasn't been updated since the 90s. Well, that's not completely true, but basically, like, it's been the same for a very long time. And at that point, it was groundbreaking. It was like you can do sheet music from a computer. It was like incredible. Nowadays, there's Dorico, there's MuseScore, all these other programs that maybe are even better, but at least are way more modern. Now I've come out, and I haven't been able to switch yet because I haven't had the energy, let's say, to relearn everything. In my opinion, Reaper is the best for guitar or mental instruments. That's, yeah, I don't know. I've never used Reaper, I'll be honest. Because it's not that much in my wheelhouse. I guess that's the main point. Oh, okay, well that's... this one just spun in my face. Nothing good, nothing good. We're going through this fast. Let me see what we still need.
I'm out of range.
I also still need to do the Murlocs. Yeah, but I don't know. Those Murlocs be spooky. I still need to do these Scarlet Crusade quests as well. Those are really shit to do. Oh, we see him.
I need to
let's just take this easy. No need to be flamboyant with this. I also uploaded these handtracks from my EDM, but that's very interesting. You should send it in the Discord.
Too far away.
If you want my opinions on it, I know if you want it. It can also be that you're like, yeah, no, I'm alright. But I'd love to take a look at it.
I'm out of range. Visibility isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
This one is always annoying because it's in a house with a lot of folks. We're actually like talking and making good progress. Insane. Has never been seen before. Yeah, this is gonna be annoying because I think that skeleton is gonna pull as well. We can see if we can do it without pulling them. No, it's gonna pull all 3 of them. There must be a way to not pull all 3 of them. Because if we pull all 3 of them, we pass away. We're not gonna make it. My wife is in the other room, like with a friend, but I'm hearing insane things. Yeah, we want her. It looks like this one should be able to be like pulled by itself, but I don't know. I guess I can try stealth inside the house, but I think that can only end one way. That is me walking through the door, getting spotted, and then instantly getting destroyed. No, he doesn't want to do it. Alright, well, have fun. He declines my invitation, he doesn't get one. Okay, we got everything done here. Maggot and Falskin. But speaking on the game, me and my friend realized that we need the game in English. We started doing it in Polish, so now that I have a lot to translate. And because it is in poor development, there's only music on the channel. Fair enough. What kind of game is it? Like, is it from what is it coming? Game development wise? Like, what are the inspirations for it? I swear to God, don't take this badly, but everybody, I have the feeling that every man nowadays, and I don't know if it's specifically men, but it feels like it's specifically men, they all want to like start a podcast and or make a game. One of the two. Like every person I've ever spoken to are like, yeah, I want to make a podcast, or I've been meaning to make a video game with a couple of friends. It's always one of the two. And it almost never succeeds. I'm saying this as someone who has tried to be part of like a game development process with friends, and a person who once tried to record an entire podcast but couldn't do it because we kept talking about shitting ourselves. And then one of the 3 people we had got a little annoyed that we kept talking about shitting our pants, and we thought it became funnier and funnier as this person became annoyed that us talking about shitting our pants. There's a storytelling game in the fantasy world with RPG elements, of course. That's fun. I have the feeling that, you know what I miss? Is like a good first-person shooter with a good story. There you go. And also, you know what I also miss? A normal Battlefield game. You know, Battlefield 3 is probably one of the best multiplayer like shooters ever made. Then you got Battlefield 4, which nowadays is alright. And then they did all this modern shit. I've played a lot is a big word, but I've played quite a bit of Battlefield 2042. It sucks. It's terrible. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. Actually, I made a video about, on the quote-unquote old channel, talking about like how much I hate it. And it specifically spoke about this idea of regression within video games, about how after a certain amount of time, developers don't remember what made their original games fun, and they like lose any sense of what their community is and wants. I mean, I think it's so creative. But that's fun. I've always tried when part of those projects, I've always been in that section as well, like just the storytelling art department. Let's wait for our energy to return. But yeah, it's good you're doing it. I hope it works out. There we go. Nice. And now we do the murlocs. Wait, let me check one thing. Fuck me, guys. But yeah, video regret. I think it also happened within Warcraft. I don't know. That's the word I used for it. I don't know what word you use for it otherwise. But like the dissolution between community and video game developers and what made their game. That's why everybody, like, if you want proof of that happening, why is everybody playing Warcraft Classic? If you're playing World of Warcraft Classic because modern day WoW sucks. And it has sucked for quite a while. And this was when they still made how to deliver on a game. They struck gold and I don't know. They struck gold a few times with Warcraft. Classic, Wrath of the Lich King, Legion for sure. Every time after that, it has been like being on the beach and digging for gold. And once in a while, you'll find a little grain of gold in there, but it's not that much. Not that much as WoW Classic has been, which has just been a gold mine. And that's the way I see it. It's like, you can give us these beaches where we have to sift for the gold, you know? But the moment we don't find any gold, or it's not worth breaking our backs for, you're gonna lose your audience. And not to shit on the developers per se, but to shit on just the corporations behind these games. Like the best games that have released over the last couple of years have all been indie games. With unique ideas. I mean, I've been playing The Binding of Isaac, that started as an indie game. It's an incredible game. Shovel Knight, incredible game, unique idea. Cuphead. I know we call Cuphead an indie game. I guess we should. I don't know if we can. Maybe not actually, it's quite big, isn't it? But still. Yeah, I don't know. Feels like nowadays they've all lost touch. I just uploaded looking hot today. Not gonna lie. Oh my god, guys. Cuphead is amazing. Incredible game. Incredible music. If you want to talk about like good video game music. Cuphead has incredible music. And I got enamored by that because they wrote so, like, how do you call it? What's the word? I want to use the correct terminology for this. I don't know. They wrote so specifically in that genre of music, in that specific style of those old cartoons, which is like 1920s music, which is the music that made me fall in love with jazz in the first place. I mean, the lore behind that whole thing is right. I watched the best comedy movie they've ever made, which is the Blues Brothers, of course. It's the funniest comedy ever made. I will die on that hill. If you ever want to have a good fucking time, go watch Blues Brothers. In any case, in that in the Blues Brothers, there's this scene near the end where Cap Calloway, who's probably in his 80s, is singing Minnie the Moocher. I saw this when I was 13, some shit like that. And it just blew me away. It was incredible. I just had to be a part of that. Be a part of that community. So yeah, since then I've always been in it. We're skipping lore on these, because these are boring lore-wise. The only one that's cool is the Agamemnon family.
What would you ask of death?
Wanted Megadai. That's a good upgrade.
The shadow.
I like how we have 3 of these staves. They're actually also for the silver, that's actually quite a lot. That's good, yeah, that's good shit.
I'm listening. Remember, patience, discipline.
Speak of Sapron, you have given me the remains of the Agamans and satisfied my desire for revenge. But the Agamand mills hold a threat for all Forsaken, not just me. I have spoken to the magistrate Stubborn of your exploits against the Agamans, and he wishes to speak to you.
Trust no one.
Alright, there we go. I guess we will. I guess we will. Let me sell all of this. I sent my song and music channel on Discord. Tell me what you think.
What is it?
But I'm gonna accept the next quest and I'll give a little listen to it. You'll never use that. That's one of those items where you keep onto it and never use it. Same with the sticky glue, let's be honest. Same with the slumber set, let's be honest. I will keep some of the food actually, because it just makes everything a little bit quicker. How much are the bigger bags?
I haven't got all day.
We don't need it now. We don't need it now. I'm not gonna do it now. Also, you looking hot today? I thought you did. Looking hot today, brother. There we go. That's what we do it for. With those kind of comments. You know, with the little chest being open. I was, and ironically, I was at this. Well, okay, I'll talk about this. The Agamand Mills area has become a foothold for the Scourge. Their strongest point is the Agamand family crypt, where their local military leader, a skeleton named Captain Dargle, has headquartered. Where necromancy has raised the ancestors of the Agamans and plans to use them against us. This cannot pass, and you must stop it. Travel to the Agamand family crypt and defeat the raised Agaman ancestors, and bring me the skull of Captain Dargle.
Goodbye.
Oof. I need to set my herbs down, and then I'll listen to it.
I can't do that yet.
Good shit, good shit. I don't know if we can, I'll be honest, I don't know if we can do the wandering crypt. It's quite a difficult one. We can definitely do this whole section here. Okay. Give me a second. Alright, 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 alright. Let's look at this, let's look at this, let's look at this. Stream announcements. No, that's... Well. Okay, wait. Give me a second to set this up. No, we'll listen to it. Well, it's fine, it's fine. This one, right? It feels like, you know, at the end of like a television series, you have the little music. It feels like that, with the little piano on it. Nice. Listen to the other half. Just wait. Alright, alright. Timing is definitely a thing. So that's like, okay, so I'm gonna give you a few parts of advice. It sounds nice, like the idea is good, the idea is good. Do you see that fucking fly just went by? Holy shit. My advice is this. Your two main instruments are now very similar, right? You have the chord guitar and you have kind of the soloistic guitar on top of that. They sound identical, right? Which makes it confusing to listen to. Or maybe not confusing isn't the right word, but it's difficult to distinguish between the two lines that you hear. I would look into that. I would look into it. Like, is there another sound you can use on that second guitar, on the chord guitar? Because I like the sound on the main guitar, on the soloistic guitar. See if there's something you can use for those chords that makes it a little bit more passive, hanging back. Because the main melody you're playing or the main solo you're playing is way more, like, you can hear it way more clear. Even though it has the distortion, whatever, you still want to be able to hear what you play, right? So I think that's an advice I give. The timing thing overall, yeah, I mean, yeah, that can definitely get a little better. I think also it's clear that you're using a backing track, right? The drum kit. See if you can get one to sound more, you call it, not like a machine. Like, there's one moment where you hear the right? See if you can change something about that. What I can try, actually, I'll show you this. Like, what I can do. Wait. Shit. Is go for, like, if I wait. Can I do this live on stream? Are we gonna try this? We're gonna try it. I'm gonna try and hook up my drum kit. I've never done this. This can be a huge fuck up. But we can try it. We can try it live on stream. That's why we're here. I'm connecting a few cables. Alright, we're gonna see if this works. Maybe it doesn't work. Can you guys hear this? Do you hear this? Oh, I'm hearing it multiple times. Can you guys hear this? Do you hear this? Oh, I'm hearing it multiple times. Oh, what? Can you guys hear? Oh, cause my thing is, okay, because my phone it went to Bluetooth. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, don't go on Bluetooth phone. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear that. No, I'm not hearing it. Oh, because I'm doing the wrong one. I'm not that smart. Now you can hear it, right? Now you can hear it very clearly. Good morning, doggy. You hear that clearly? Let me see if I can change. Why are we doing this live? This is like one of the dumbest thing I've ever done. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Let me know if you hear it clearly. If you don't hear it clearly, let me know, because otherwise I'm gonna be like a fool when I sit back there. Alright, we're gonna try this shit. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If it works out, cool. I guess I'll take my phone. So I'm reading your chat a little bit late, because I'm gonna read it on my phone. Oh my god, live session? We can have a live session. I don't know if I play Bluetooth through here, if you guys can hear that. Through my phone, because then I could actually do a live session for you guys. Let's see if we can make this work in any sense or way. Let me know if you guys can hear this. That's very quiet to me. I don't know how that's for you guys, but to me that's... It's very quiet, right? Is it? Yeah, I can hear it. But isn't it quiet? Or am I just weird? I like to look at the chat, by the way. You're like, why am I looking here? I don't know. But what my point about the whole drumming thing is the following. Like, what I'm hearing in your thing right now is this, right? I think it's even this, right? I don't wait, you can hear me through that microphone. Anyways, my point being, if you play that, it's quite boring. What you want to hear is change, right? Change. You want to hear something different. You want to hear something else. Otherwise it's gonna stay the same, and that's quite boring. You don't even have to make it anything spicy, even if it's just an extra bass drum. Listen to what that does. I'm just checking if you can hear it. The bass drum seems really loud. Holy shit, that's loud. That's fun. My new drum kit. It's fun. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed it. You can play weird shit on it. it's fun. I use backing track. Need to get drum PC or something. Yeah, I think that would be a good start. I think that because it's gonna add a lot. It's gonna add a lot to what you want. Let's do a top of it. Anyways, so that's that. Oh, let me see and get if I can get that headset back. Will it give it back to me? It does. It will. Holy shit! What an experience. Anyways, there we go. That's the drum experience for you. Oh, that's very zoomed in. Let's not have that. There we go. I don't know if you heard anything what I fucking said back there because I think it was very quiet on the drum kit. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. But getting a backing track is definitely like something I would see if you can. Let's see. Thanks for the advice. It's really nice to get from more advanced musician. Well, I think a lot of it is also like what I don't know. It's your own interpretation of the music you want to make. I know that sounds like really weird and spacey and whatever. But if there's like, I can't tell you anything about metal, right? I can tell you what I hear and what I, you know, like you understand? Like I can tell you the things that I think about the music, knowing, like using the knowledge I've gotten out of my studies and out of my work experience within the field. That doesn't automatically mean that it comes anywhere close to being useful for you, right? You can get into huge arguments about like, oh, this guy's playing out of tune, but then he'll tell you that in this one very specific style of psychedelic music, that is the way it's supposed to be, right? So it is truly like one of those things. See, that's my kind of music, right? That's what I like. Right, sorry. Oh. That's my kind of, that's my vibe. Oh. Doesn't that sound sweet? Doesn't that sound sweet? I know some people like this sound more. let's put back the jam session thing. Fuck it, we'll zoom out. We'll zoom out. We'll do it live. That's zoomed in. We'll do it live. I'll point my camera so you don't see my desk because there's a lot of shit on my desk. And there you go. Ah, you love a pitch bend. You like a good pitch bend. Ooh, that sounds nice. We'll do it in a second. General. Ba.
是养至于，我表演的曲目是啊，因为我的没有歌词，所以没有送歌词过来。
Oh wait, I don't think I have it turned on the thing. Oh, I do have it turned on. So what you just heard was music, supposedly. I'll do a nice trigger warning here for everyone. That makes me tend towards suicide. Well, the thing is, I always have to ask myself why. What is the story behind this? Who convinced who that this is a good idea? I don't know how it's still music. Well, I think, okay, listen, I think the idea of music is a broad category, right? I would put this in like soundscape probably. If you want to put it anywhere. I mean, this is definitely the shit they use in Guantanamo Bay to torture people. I don't know. It's quite interesting. It's not for me. I'll be honest. I think there's a lot of music worth listening to. Don't think this is one of them, at least for me. For me, it's quite funny. It reminds me of, you remember back in the day you had those old posts where it was like Elvis Presley without the music? Like this? Wait. there's a way I can put this somewhere where it doesn't cover my face. That little, oh my god, it's terrible. So it reminds me of that quite a lot. That makes sense. Oh my god, I'm messing up my entire display just for this. The shitty Elvis Presley thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I think that's a good way of putting it. I don't know if it's something I'd listen to. Yeah, this is what I would listen to. Such a beautiful song, and it's a joke within Mario. Imagine someone made a post about it like this, and it's so fucking actually, yeah, this goes hard. Wait, it's like, imagine if Piranha Plant Lullaby was played at your wedding. It's so beautiful. And it reminds me of I think it was, what's he called? Smooth McGroove? Yeah, this is beautiful. He did a version of it. Holy shit, listen to that. Yeah, it's insane. Although, I don't know this for sure, but it's some of it sounds auto-tuned. And I might be wrong, I might be wrong, I don't know. Because it's too clean, it's so clean. Maybe, I don't know, but it's so clean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when something is that clean, it almost gets too clean. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it sounds too clean. Like, a little too good. Not to hate on the guy. If it's, because even if it is, it's still very beautiful. And if it isn't, then holy shit, that's talent. Then that's insane, truly. Alright people, alright people, alright people, alright people. Are we doing one more quest, or do we want to talk about music a little bit? I want to talk about music a little bit more. I don't know, I've been listening to and this is an Arctic favorite, and I love Arctic for this. Arctic once showed me, if you're ever interested in what I listen to, which I want you to guess isn't that many people, but if you're ever interested in what I listen to in my free time, a lot of it is Stan Rogers. Stan Rogers to me is incredible. I think it's some of the best music ever recorded. Some of the best lyrics ever made. Using autotune is not a crime unless you are the SoundCloud rapper. Very much agree. I think it depends on the genre. I mean, I had a recording session with a big band, a jazz big band. And in jazz, we're very much about, you know, like the real sound. We want to hear your individuality on your instrument. And they auto-tuned the fucking big band. They would just take all of the trumpets and pitch them correctly. And it sounded terrible. Alright, listen, Stan Rogers, the best music you'll ever hear. Best music ever.
I often take these night shift walks when the foreman's not around. I turn my back on the cooling stacks and make for open ground. Far out beyond the tank farm fence where the gas flare makes no sound. I forget the stink and I always think back to that eastern town. I remember back 6 years ago this
Beautiful.
western life I
It's
chose.
perfect.
And every day the news
I
would say
love
some
this music.
factory's gone to.
There's like a few of these singers that I adore with every fiber in my human being. One of them has to be, I need to mention this now, is Glenn Gamble. Glenn Gamble, I sang at our wedding. I sang songs from him. I sang one song from him. It's the first, like on the first evening I met my now wife. I sang a song from Glenn Gamble to her, and that became kind of our song. And it's I listen to Irish. I love Irish folk. Glenn Gamble has a song, or his. It's not his song, but it's a version of Highwayman. And the instrumentation. If we're talking about the arrangement of the music, so we're just talking about the instrumentation of it and the way it's written out. Incredible. So it's a song called Highwayman. And the basic gist is, he talks about being a highwayman. He talks about 4 different, like, people, basically. He talks about being a highwayman, talks about being a sailor.
I was a highwayman.
There we go.
Along the coach roads I did ride.
So there's the small build-up.
With sword and pistol.
And it's
by
all
my
these
side.
old-timey jobs. Or professions,
Many a
let's
young
say.
maid
So
lost their pop.
highwayman.
The bastards hung me in the slide.
Right, I think the second one is a sailor.
And I was a sailor. And I was born upon the tide.
Listen to everything happening in the
And
background.
with the sea
Live
I did
orchestra.
abide. I sailed a schooner around the Horn to Mexico.
So he has yeah, I remember. So it's a highwayman, it's a sailor, and then I've been between. I can barely type now. So it's a highwayman, it's a sailor, and then it's a dam builder, and then listen to the last one. So those are all old timers. Right? He talks in the highwayman part. He talks about it being 1925. So what do we think that companies in 1925? What do we think the last of those 4 companies is? Listen to this. Listen to the strings in the background and listen to what he's saying. What he's doing. So we're talking about old jobs. Listen to this.
Into the wet, that great tune. I guess I'll always be around.
Get ready
and
for it.
around and around.
1925. This breaks my heart every time I hear it.
I'll fly a starship across the universe divide. And when I reach the other side,
Woof, woof, woof. That's beautiful, ain't it? That's beautiful. Those strings are beautiful, but besides that, I fly a starship across a universe divide. Woof. You're talking about all these old jobs, and then suddenly you're like a space marine? That's beautiful. It's like such a gorgeous introduction. I'm gonna have to rewatch this stream. Too good.
lay round.
Oh, don't worry about it. I
Guess
got
I'll
you.
always be around.
It's
and
such a
around
beautiful
and
line.
around and around.
It's the text is wonderful.
I'll fly a starship across the universe divide. And when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Oh, Perhaps I may become a highwayman again. Or I may simply be a single drop of rain, but I will remain.
That sentence. Or I may be a single drop of rain, but I will remain. Holy shit! To me, like, listen, I love folk, I love country, I love this kind of music. Sounds like JoJo strings, by the way. I did promise. I'll listen to one of the JoJo things, because I promised I would. Let's see. Which one is it? I don't know which one is the JoJo one. You said JoJo, right? Not this one. I thought you sent a JoJo piece in there. Didn't you? I'll send them to you, okay. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people have this weird thing where they hate folk inherently, or country, or folk, or whatever you want to call it. But I think they're such beautiful lines. I'll give one more little snippet, one sentence that always breaks me as well. There's a song called "Working Joe" by Stan Rogers. Another Arctic find. Listen to the like the music, or the text, I should say.
I used to love these lazy winter afternoons, starting out too late, giving up too soon, coming home to coffee and a trashy book, never paying any mind if things were never done on time. Was when a fella could just let.
Like that sentence, it's such an easy like thing to do in your text. Time was when a fella. He ends the sentence with time, right, and he starts the new one with the same word using the same saying. Listen to that again. I think it's such an easy concept, but it works so well.
Never paying any mind if things were never done on time. Was when a fella could just let time slip away.
Whenever things were done on time was when a fella could just let things slip away. It's such a beautiful, like, it's easy, but it is so sing-songy. It is so beautiful to me. All right, we got some JoJo in here. You don't get all of them. We don't have all day. I'll listen to 2 of them. Ah, fuck. That's good. Yeah, that's good. It reminds me a lot. It reminds me a lot of, and I mean this in a very positive way. It reminds me a lot of like Smash Ultimate music. Like this could be in Smash. It gets you hyped for the fight. This is awesome. It's fun. Fair enough. Cool, that's sick, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. I love that introduction of the piano. I think that's really fucking fun. Which one did you say? What's the other one? Breakdown and Gornio? Let me see if I can find that one. Gornio. Band Lab, wait up there. Did you send Gornio or no? I'll listen to the one you made yourself, because we listened to a little bit of, let me see how I can do this. Let me do this, and then Band Lab, visit site. Bacon raspberry matcha. This really, it's crazy how much this is like fevered in Dr. Mario. Cool shit. My advice for this you're now having the bass and the guitar do the same thing, right? Which is cool. It can be cool, right? We call that tutti if we want the entire band to basically do the same thing, make the same audio. What you could look at is having your bass do something else. Maybe have them do separate things at the beginning and then come together at one point to have like a break. So the drum stops and then they're together. Shit like that is really, really effective. If you're gonna have them on top of each other the entire time, it is a lot, because your melody is a lot. If that makes sense. So what I'm afraid is that you're gonna get a little bored if you listen to it, because it is just consistently going. And it is, but what you're doing is interesting. So what you should do is, look if you can move those two out of each other so you have more diversity within the melody. And then besides that, what you could look at a lot is have little pauses in between, or little motives in between. So it isn't just a constant flow of shit. I missed the bit. Then you should listen back. That's my advice, at least. That's my advice on this. It's very nice. It's just, it's like, that. I think you could benefit a lot from a little, like, less is more. But not less, but use everything you have. Let me say it like that. So all of the material you have, right, is good. All I want you to do is add to it. It's like a class, I'm a teacher. All I want you to do is add to it. See if you can make a base. I don't know. Something to move it to a different melody line, a different thing. Still, you can use both of them. Once again, you can use both of them at the same time. Just make sure that you do it at a point where it makes sense to do that. Like I said, it's very effective to do it when you have a hit. And then everybody comes back together. Cool, cool shit. Good shit, good music, people. I mean that. Thanks for the tips. Though I'm gonna rewatch the stream. Feel free. I mean, yeah. All of the music. It's good. It's good. Let me say that first of all. It's good. It's fun. Like I think one of the things I said is it reminds me a lot of the of Dr. Mario Fever. It reminds me a lot of this. I mean that in a good way. They're gonna go. Good night, Purple. Hey, good night, Adele. It was really fun having you. I realize now that this sounds quite weird calling it like this. I don't know, in my mind this always sounds faster. It sounds like this. I don't know how it goes. I don't know why, it reminded me of that bass line at least. Also because we played it on one of the live streams. I think that doesn't help. It's good, I love that song. Almost all of the melee versions of the music is fun. There are only a few that really piss me off. But yeah, that's some good shit. That's some good shit. Oh, people. I think I need to end it there because we've been already. My son like it. City from Pokemon. Oh, that's fun. Man, I love the Pokemon franchise. I love the Pokemon music. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know who did Platinum. Platinum is still one of the best. Well, it's one of the best collection of music. Let me say it like that. It's incredible. It is incredible. I think it might be up there in like the top 5 game soundtracks of all time. I really think so. It's up there. And then it's probably Zelda 3 times. It's like Zelda 1, 2, 3. And then we go Platinum, Pokemon Platinum, Pearl, by the way. Pearl's cooler. If you played Platinum, fuck you. Pokemon Pearl all the way. That's gonna be on like 4 or 5. What other video game soundtrack should be in there? I mean, there's a lot of good tunes, but I'm talking about soundtrack that collectively has the best kind of music. You would like something like Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid is incredible, right? But you can't put that in there because the only thing you'll remember is like that and then the alert music. World of Warcraft is in there for sure. I always talk about how good the World of Warcraft music is because it truly is. It is on a different level. What else do we have? Do we have something else? I'm just thinking. We're talking the entire soundtrack, right? So I would put in Zelda, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, probably Ocarina of Time. Even though I also want to put in Majora's Mask. Do we have any other soundtrack from a video? I'm actually like, I don't know. I can't think of a soundtrack that like is that good. Yeah, World of Warcraft and Platinum Pearl. So I guess that would be my top 5. Incredible music. Alright, in any case, thanks everyone for watching the stream. It's been a 2-hour stream. I'll be back on Monday. I'm gonna tomorrow check what the schedule will be. I'm very excited about that. Wednesday should be a music stream again. It should be big. It should be a lot of fun. So, thanks everyone. Give a like, give a subscribe. Comment on the video. Watch another video. Put it on the background and just watch it. And thanks everyone. Thanks Regan. Goodbye. Mwah.